Hey folks, how you going? Juddy here. I come down with the dreaded Rona. It's my second go. But I'm going away in like a week or under a week, so I'm not going to let it get me down. You know what I mean? So I've had me vitamin C, my zinc. I've been taking that all through this time anyway. I've taken me ivermectin, me Panadol, had a feed, bit of orange juice, and I'm ready to go. Okay, so what we got today? We got 12 volt. So I bought this little kit. Took ages to get here, but I was in no hurry. All I wanted it for was when I go away, I had something and I had plenty of time to wait. So this little kit comes with your rocker switch. It comes with a cigarette lighter, which like nobody smokes anymore. I don't know why they do that. A voltage meter and a USB. I have got some connections that I can use that. I was going to put it up here, but it's too big for that, and I've already got a spot here. So I'm just going to put my USB one in, and these can go in at a later date. What else have I got to put in? We got this delivered today. The old set and forget. I actually had a set and forget to go on there. But it was the old school one where you clamp one here, and you clamp one there, and it goes over here, and just too much buggerising around. So I got this, I forget what the name brand of it is. Atlas, I think it is. But this is the knockoff version. This was like half the price. Exactly the same, I've heard. Made of steel. Alright, so that's got to go on today too. So, I guess we'll see what happens. I'm not going to do a real-time video today because I'm feeling pretty, under the weather. But anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to edit it in with my, I did my front sprocket. I changed that the other day. That wasn't a real time, even though I wanted it to be. It turned out I had to fix the compressor to get my rattle gun working to get that nut off. So all good. So this is going to be a compilation, yes, of 3 different tasks. The front sprocket, the 12 volt, and the Atlas set and forget. That's going to come in handy because I'm planning on doing about 3,000 Ks, possibly more. So yeah, let's give it a go. I'll talk to you later. First of all, I've got to take this monstrosity off, which really makes the bike look great actually. Do you know what? I'll share with you one of my sadnesses. I've got my first chip in the tank there. I've got a few scratches from the dog. A few scratches there from the dog, but it's alright, it's a bush bike. I had a comment from a lovely old lady yesterday at the shopping centre. She said, "Oh, that's a lovely colour, young man." She goes, "I used to ride a Quacker." And I was like, wow, there you go. I didn't think they made them in green. So, yeah. Yeah, she was lovely. I talked with her for a while. Might check my oil. Plenty of oil, I tell you. I love this sight glass here. The one on my van 1500 was a pain in the bum to sight it, but this one's perfect. Okay, so it was a little bit of fiddle farting around. Oh, what's going on there? Okay, so that tells me, one, which is positive and which is negative, and two, that my, what's it called? My relay worked. Actually, what number is it, in case anybody's wanting to know? There's the part number there. Okay, I think that was about $20 from a reputable dealer. Emphasise reputable. So that goes into there. I didn't have to take that plug off. It was it's one of those plugs. I hate plugs. I really hate plastic clips, anything that's going to break. So I had to pull my fairing off, which wasn't too hard. And then I had to pull some plastic clips out, which is a pain in the bum. It's not really that bad if you know what you're doing, but they're these little plastic clips. Where can I get a good view of it? And the go is you just press. I've pulled that out. I've cocked it, ready to go back in. But that little bit sits flush. And to get it out, you actually push that in with the, I use the Allen key. You push that centre bit in and they just pop out without breaking the clip. And then to cock them again, you just push that out and you push the clip in and push that back into the middle so it's flush again. They're always, I don't know how many of them I've broken in my life until I knew how to do that properly. Yeah, and I just loosened it, and I didn't have to get under to the fuse box under the seat because I've put my multimeter in. It's already reading 12 volts, so I know there's power there. Yeah, so I'll hook the power up. I'll have to just, I got a little bit of wire and some male and female bullet connectors. I bought 15 amp fuse just in case I had to get under the seat and put that in, but they're already there. So I got some shrink tape just in case I need to waterproof some contacts. We'll see how it works. Okay, I'll be back to you shortly. Okay, so I've got my positive, negative. I worked out my positive and negative here. Crimped them on, and I always give a stress test. Whenever I crimp on any sort of piece, I try and pull it off. There's no use crimping a wire to a connection if it's going to pull out. But what I've done is I've cut a couple of these. I've threaded these on first. Always remember to do that because if you don't, you can get stuck. This should go over those two. And I've picked yellow because yellow will tell me in the future of all the stuff I've done, because all the other tapes are black. So that gives me an idea in the future if I get a memory lapse. Anything in yellow is something that I've done to the bike. Anyway, let's test it. Turn on the key. We've got a green light there. We've got a red light here. Yes, we're charging. Awesome. I'm excited. So now all I have to do is shrink these, make them a little bit more watertight, and yeah, put it all back together. I'm excited. And something else I failed to mention, which I might, because I was thinking, geez, I'm going to have to cut a hole, but you don't have to. This has a blank over it. You just unscrew it from the other side. I'm going to have to cut holes for the other ones, but the less holes in the bike, the better. Okay, job finished. It's taken me a couple of hours. I've got my Atlas throttle lock on. That'll come in handy on the highway. And I've got my USB active, so I can charge my phone and any other devices. Very happy. So what I'll do with the other ones, I'll probably hardwire them into the battery, so if ever I need to charge anything with the bike turned off, I'll be able to do that later. Anyway, I'm pretty miserable today, but I still managed to do something. It all went back together pretty easy. Just make sure if the bungs come out, the rubber bungs come out with this, just pull them off, put them back in. So there was one bung there, one bung there, one bung there, and one bung there. It all came apart pretty easy. Really don't like plastic clips and stuff like that, but hey, this is the 21st century. Okay, I ordered this when I first got the bike, a wrap. I'm going to try and wrap it. I've never done any wraps before. The goal is to protect the plastic from my saddlebags, because my pannier racks haven't come yet, and they're not going to be shipped until the 9th of December, I think. Yeah, anyway, it's all good. I'll be happy when they get here, and yeah. Anyway, so I'm going to wrap these so I can put my saddlebags on. It's my saddlebags off my old bike. But they're just going to hang over, and just so it doesn't scratch up my plastic. I know it's a little bit anal, but fair income. Yeah, I think I like the design too. Anyway, I'll let you know how it went. Okay, getting there. It's been a bit of a miserable day today, but I got my wraps on. That's to protect the plastic from my saddlebags. Saddlebags are off my old bike. I got the swag on the back ready to go. Quick look at the other side. This side was the best, actually. I seem to do that one better. That was my first one, and it came out the best. But I know they're just to protect the plastic. They don't have to look super good. Super, there's that word again. I hate that word. Super. Super. Yeah. Got my Atlas throttle lock, my USB. So that's not a bad day's work for someone with a head cold. Anyway. Thanks for watching, guys. A couple of days and I'll be on the road. Oh, before I go, actually, I just want to mention that the 16-tooth sprocket is awesome. It adds so much more to the bike. My The economy one and the revs is another. My bike doesn't have to rev so hard to go to highway speeds, and my low fuel light started flashing at 330 kilometres. It usually starts flashing at 300 kilometres, so already I'm getting better. Fuel economy, I won't know for sure until I fill up tomorrow. And yeah, it'll be choice if you get these in Kawasaki green. Anyway, not too bad. Bit of OG on the old girl. Yeah, I'm still thinking about Hopper. I think I like the name Hopper because every time I get on her, I'm hopping along, having fun. And yeah, now I've got my skid plate. I can get up the paddock. Still haven't got my low profile bung in there yet, but doesn't matter. I think it's doing good. She looks clean for a paddock basher, doesn't she? Yeah, she looks good. Alright guys, you have a good one.